Yeah, they call a nigga stupid in my fucking mind. Yeah, you know my dreams is lucid. Out here wasting time, I just need my fucking cheese. You just stupid, I want my fucking dimes. Is that shit a crime? I'm just living fine. Yeah, they hating on my nigga dog. Hit you with that motherfucking corkscrew. I don't even fuck with that metal fuck. You just out here chillin', perpetrating like you with the low. Get out with my people, nigga, you don't even fucking know.
Growing up, it was more an individual thing. People were just trying to lift themselves up, but I think we're at a point right now as a city that we're all coming together and we're understanding that we need to have each other's backs to move forward in this music scene, because we don't get no love, so all we really got is each other.
You dealing with some lead pros, Keystone, chilling in some street clothes, no bling on, I'm geeked though. Mics rock like ROC stones, rappers end up snapping like some weak bones, crashing like a speedboat. You know a nigga nasty when he speak quotes, goddamn nigga the weed strong. Look at you while you camping with the weed hoe, my camp is on the creep slow. Nigga no contested, you got it twisted like yoga stretching.
Being that you're a over 21 artist, but you work with a lot of under 21 artists, could you just like, how do you feel towards the under 21 artists in Portland?
I think it's beautiful. It honestly makes me very happy. Seeing the difference with working with older artists is that older artists feel like I mean, it's pretty much the same with both. They both feel like everybody's like, nobody's paying attention to them, which is why like I like encourage the younger artists. I encourage other older artists to do the same thing too, because really that's the next future. We just, as adults, as older adults, we have to learn, get our knowledge, and then pass it down so that the people growing up in this city can have a platform. So that's really what we're doing, as I'm doing as an older artist, is building a platform for the younger artists, because I'm not going to be here forever. And that's what we're going to do through hip-hop, and that's what we're going to do through life out here in Portland, you know what I mean?
Gentlemen, ladies, everybody else that's welcoming the KBOO audience, we are here with many members of the Portland music scene. We're going to start to my right. We'll talk about Baki. Please introduce yourselves.
Peace. My name is Baki Coles. Yeah, I'm an MC out here, artist, 360 degrees, hip-hop scholar.
My soul studded with gold nuggets, as well as an old cutlass, following a Bushido code to justice, walking like a warrior, knowing that nobody is above this. Bring the ruckus, some compelling killers to kick buckets and balance out your life with destruction. No one's
This is what I wanted to say right before we got off the air, and it's that Portland, what I was told when I first came out here to Portland is that Portland is a transitional state, or Portland is a transitional city, and people come here to cultivate themselves as an artist, and then they leave, you know. And given that, you know, there's a certain amount of people here who always want to be the biggest thing here, you know, and the only thing hindering them from that is, you might know that one, egos, you know, and the fact that Portland may be like the biggest city in Oregon, but it's a small town. Everybody knows everybody.
Being an under 21 artist, could you speak on some of the challenges that are faced as far as being treated as a, like, just some of the challenges that are faced as being an under 21 artist?
I mean, the first one is shows. It comes down to the liquor licenses of these venues, you know what I mean? But behind that, it's also a matter of my art and what I create not being valued because I'm not considered an adult. I'm not able to perform at most of the professional venues out here, regardless of my professional content, just because of my age. I turned 20 May 16th, you know what I mean? And I have to wait a whole another year just to perform shows. And some of these shows I get income from. So if I'm in these venues, it's guaranteed that I'm going to be more level-headed than most of the people in there, you know what I mean, that are allowed to be in there. And two, I'm there to perform, you know what I mean? I've done the whole get an X on my wrist and leave right when I'm done with my set a million times. But at the same time, it gets to a point where I feel like I'm not considered professional just because I'm not 21. And I feel like another thing that brings a dynamic into it is that if you have people who are famous, you know what I mean, Lil Pump is 18. But if he were to perform in Portland, you know what I mean, or if people like him were to perform in Portland, there's artists out there who make, you know, club music, strip club music, you know what I mean, who just because they're famous and they bring money into the venue, they're allowed to perform. They're considered professional, you know what I mean? And of course, you know, it all comes down to money, but it really shouldn't be like that. If you know, the Portland hip-hop community is about the youth, then they should be about the youth.
Lost House is a great place for under 21 aged artists to come perform at, because it's one of the only places in the city where we can really get exposure and gain fans for our art. Most venues and showcases in the city kind of disregard us simply for the fact that we're not 21. So this is a great place because no matter who you are, we will still be able to, you know, showcase our talents.
Hey Nubian, how you doing? Hey Nubian.
Sugar's gross. Throw that shit the fuck out.
Hey Nubian.
You just calling all your fam, nigga, fuck a lawyer. What the fuck you gonna do to me? I just see that all with my eyes. I don't need no jewelry.
Bro, this right here, it's very important, bro. You gotta show it. Thank you. Love you. Love you. Pregnant mothers. Love them all. The art everywhere, bro. You can't miss it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who did all the artwork? You got a lot of different people, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoever wants to make their mark on the art, on the Lost House does the art. Like, this was a completely blank wall at one point, and somebody had a vision to put a face right there. You know, that's just their vision. And I feel it, because I can see it, and I can feel the energy that they put into create that. Motherfuckers that used to live here. As you can see, demographic versus the demographic. It's all shit out. This is half of my domain. And I want you motherfuckers to know, you ain't gonna have shit in your room, but the shit you proud of, and the shit that means something to you, cause you out here making moves. When you out here making moves, living your life, your best life, can't go wrong. Mama, I love you. Sister, I love you. Women, I love you. Father, brother, men, I love everybody. Ain't gotta be sexual. It's the problem with young people today, everything's about sex. That's that lower vibration, that lower frequency. Well, thank you for taking the tour of the Lost House, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. We ain't drinking alcohol, we drinking water.
What we got cooking tonight, Show?
Really some pasta, you know. I'm gonna do a bread entree, you know, we're gonna have some beverages as well.
Word.
You know?
Simple. We keeping it simple, yo.
Very simple.
But
So
it's delicious.
simple, in fact, that the pasta's gonna be spelt noodles. That's a spaghetti, right?
There we
Then
go.
we're gonna
That's
have
the
a
man.
different pasta that's gonna be actually made out of chickpea. So we're gonna have like some shells. Everybody love the shells, right? The shells. What? Come on now. Mama cooked the shells, boy. You in the kitchen like, Mama, why you doing so good? So yeah, we're gonna keep it simple with some tomato sauce, cherry or plum, preferably. I believe they're plum tomatoes. Yeah, and we just gonna, you know, some herbs, some spices, real simple stuff that's just gonna nourish the body, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know nothing, you know what I'm saying? I just know a little bit. So any of you labels can matter what angles is bang bang. Mama just pray I remain sane. Every day is a challenging brain game, but I play till my balance is maintained and follow my heart to obtain change. Yeah, the moment I get it, I give it. Making my business to go and distribute to all.
I'm very fortunate. I live at the Lost Style Show. It's my home, so it means a lot of different things to me. Being able to express myself as an artist, but beyond that, just as a person, just the conversations I get to have with people on a daily basis that come through. You know what I mean?
I want to see any alcohol in anybody's hands, like you're not 21. That's all. I live here, I'm responsible. Y'all very responsible because it ain't even about age, it's about health. I'm beyond the age shit, but I just really represent a health culture. So like, do y'all thing, y'all young adults. But after that, please, I don't want to see it. This is my house. My name is Herb. I'm glad y'all here. Enjoy it. Y'all want to have food. We got smoothies. If you want a motherfucking smoothie, we got juices. We got all that other good shit. All right, that's all I want to say. Erase that footage. I come from a place where a culture where the music reflects the environment, like, you know, violent, you know, egotistical. Portland is almost the epitome of alternative hip hop, meaning there's all genres of hip hop within hip hop, not to mention all genres of other music incorporated into hip hop. Or mumbling going around right now about different genres of hip hop and how it's evolving, but I'm with a group of people who are preserving the culture in regards to just that, the culture and everything it represents, especially the consciousness in regards to improving ourselves and our community. I have a record label called Herben Trekker Music, and I'm an artist. I create music, and I work with other people in regards to creating music, and we're working on a tour right now that we're putting together, and also just different events around town to you know, showcase what we're doing as far as musically and creatively.
A lot of people get found at the Lost House. It's kind of ironic. Or maybe you could say they get lost. But being lost isn't a bad thing either.
Everyone's acting dumb. Somebody please say something. I need some distance, but I need to speak my hundreds. Agony, glee, or love. Some of these things take focus. Something to ease or numb. When all of my dreams feel bogus. Got somewhere to be. Pick up the slack or you're done. We're sucking your thumb. Bitch, 2NIV, UNIT. You ain't got time to have fun. You ain't the one. Better start holding your tongue. Better start finding your grace. Wipe off that smile on your face. If you wanna be one in that grace, yeah.
Lost and found. Lost and found. Lost and found. Lost and found. I'ma pass this child, wanna river passes down. I just wanna earn my crown. I just wanna have my time. I just wanna make new friends. I don't wanna drive no car. I don't need a big ass crib. I just wanna party every 6. I just wanna do big things. I just wanna play big crowds. Crowds. Lost and